play their first MAC tournament game tomorrow. Their game will be played 30 minutes after the first game is done, and that begins at 11 a.m. The Flashes are the 4th seed and will play 5th-seeded Ohio University. Earlier in the season, Kent won by 10 points. The Flashes dominated the game in the paint, scoring 50 of their 89 points. There and will hopefully replicate that performance again. They will look to lean on seniors Danny Pippen and Travell Beck to help the team get to the second round. The Kent State women's gymnastics team is headed to West Virginia after they were awarded a spot in the Morgantown Regional. The Flashes will compete in Session 2 on April 2nd and will face Michigan, UCLA, and the winner of Penn State and West Virginia. The competition will take place on the 10-year anniversary of the only time the Flashes have made the NCAA tournament after competing in this event. The top 2 teams will advance to the NCAA championships in Fort Worth, Texas. And we'll pick it up first period. Red Wings at the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets picked up. They're on a rush, 2-on-1. Atkinson coming in. He winds up and he blasts that one. Top shelf past Bernier, making it 1-0. His 10th of the year. Now, a couple minutes left in the first. Detroit on the power play. Manta will get the puck on the left side. He shoots it low past Corpusalo for his 6th of the year, tying it up 1-1. Now, in the second period, costly turnover for the Red Wings. Blue Jackets get it. Here they come in on a rush. Bemstrom with the puck to Riley Nash, and he rips one top shelf past Bernier as well, making it 2-1 Blue Jackets. And just a couple minutes later, Werenski to Atkinson. Atkinson in trouble. He finds Werenski, who shoots it, and Jack Roslovic, the hometown boy, tips that one home, bounces in past Bernier. His 5th of the year. He's been nice since the trade. Jackets win 4-1, breaking their 5-game losing streak. The Kent State women's basketball team traveled to Loretta, Pennsylvania to take on St. Francis University. The Flashes fell short 67-64. St. Francis picked up its first win of the season, while the Flashes fall to 0-2. Lindsey Thal led all scorers with 17 points. Nyla Blackford was second on the team with 13. Mariah Modkins had 9. And Lindsay Marchese and Annie Pavlansky had 7. The Flashes will host Ohio University tomorrow at 2 p.m. Tomorrow is the MAC Women's Basketball Media Day. The Golden Flashes season begins in just under a month on December 13th at the University of Toledo. The Flashes season was abruptly cut short last spring due to the coronavirus. After winning a tough quarterfinal game against Buffalo, the 3-seeded Flashes were looking to go all the way. They seemed to have a favorable matchup against Eastern Michigan, and then would play the winner of Ohio and Toledo. Kent State is ready to make another push this year with many of their top players returning. First quarter, Ball State down 7 until Caleb Huntley gets the handoff, and he runs that one in from 7 yards out. Huntley had a huge night, 7-7 tie. But just under a minute to go in the first, the Eagles respond. Preston Hutchison finds Bryson Cannon, and he only needed one hand to do it. That's from 10 yards out. Eagles go up 14-7. But now second quarter halfway through, Hutchinson will take this one himself from 10 yards out to extend their lead to 21-7. That was one of his 3 rushing touchdowns on the night. But third quarter, Ball State trying to stay in the game, and they will do just that. Giving it to the big man, Huntley, yet again, and he bullies his way into the end zone. Ball State down 24-21 after the 2-point conversion. But now, fourth quarter, 10 seconds left. Huntley, from 1 yard out, shoves his way into the end zone. And that would all she wrote. Ball State comes back to win 38-31. 3 touchdowns for Huntley. The Kent State women's lacrosse team heads to Michigan for a MACtion battle against the Detroit Mercy tomorrow at 1 p.m. This will be the first matchup of the season between these two teams. The Flashes have won its most games in program history this season with 3 and will look to extend that. The team is currently on a 3-game losing streak and looking to get their first team win against the Titans. The Flashes will look to their star junior midfielders Abby Jones and Madison Rapier, who are tied for a team lead in points with 29 to lead them to victory. One Indians pitcher and one former Indians pitcher have won the 2020 Cy Young Awards. Shane Bieber was a unanimous decision for the AL Cy Young, and Trevor Bauer won the NL Cy Young. Bieber was the first Triple Crown winner and unanimous selection since 2011 in the AL. Trevor Bauer won the first award in Reds history. Bieber posted an 8-1 record with an amazing 1.63 ERA. Bauer had a record of only 5-4, but finished with a 1.73 ERA. Bieber is only 25 and looks to dominate baseball in the near future with more MVPs and Cy Youngs coming his way. And now we will head to the Michigan-UCLA game, the Elite Eight game from last night. We'll pick it up. Chaundi Brown hits the 3 there to give Michigan the 11-4 lead halfway through the first half. 7 minutes left in the half now. UCLA with the ball. It was the Johnny Juzang show for UCLA. He hits the three there. He had 18 of their 27 points in the first half, finished with 28. Michigan now 3 minutes left in the first half. Mike Smith trying to find something, finds the cutting Brandon Jones, who slams it home to bring Michigan within one. Now to the second half, 6 seconds to go. Michigan needs something. Mike Smith with the ball. He'll heave it up, but it doesn't go. However, UCLA tips the ball out with half a second to go. Michigan will get a second chance, and so will Franz Wagner. But he doesn't get it to fall. Michigan loses, and UCLA advances to the Final Four. Second 11 seed ever. And now we will check it out. Gonzaga and UCLA and Baylor Houston. The games are on Saturday. 1-seeded Baylor and 2-seeded Houston play at 5:14 p.m., followed by 1-seeded undefeated Gonzaga and 11-seed UCLA at 8:34 p.m. The red-hot New England Patriots will travel to LA to take on the Rams. The Patriots will look to Cam Newton and their defense that just came out a blowout win over the Chargers 45-0. The Rams will also look at their defense that allows the fewest passing yards per game and the second fewest total yards per game. The Patriots are on fire, but I think the Rams defense will be too much for Cam to handle. Rams win 27-14. White Sox in town visiting the Indians for a 2-game series. Top of the third, Tim Anderson says, give me that. Plesac left it right over the middle. That's deep into right center field. That makes it 2-0 White Sox. But bottom three, Jordan Luplow wants to join in on the fun himself, and he gets a hold of one, and that is gone onto the home run porch in left, bringing the score to 2-1 Sox, his team leading 5th of the year. But Jose Abreu in the top of the 4th says, let me have my turn. And he gets a hold of one, turns on it deep into the bleachers in left, giving the White Sox a 3-1 lead. His 1 of 2 on the day for him. But top 6 now, Yasmani Grandal smokes one himself into right field. That makes it 7-2, but unfortunately the Indians would go on to lose 8-5. For the second straight week, a golden flash on the women's field hockey team has won MAC Offensive Players of the Week. Freshman Katie Wurstel scored 2 late goals for Kent State in Friday's game against Appalachian State to give the Flashes the 3-2 win. Kent State will look to Wurstel as they travel down to Oxford for a 2-game series against Miami University starting on Friday at 3 p.m. And now we will go over to last night's game. The Cavs traveling down to play the Miami Heat will pick it up first quarter. Duncan Robinson finds the ball, and he'll drain that one over JaVale McGee to put the Heat up 10 early. And second quarter, 7 minutes left. Larry Nance Jr. with the miss, but JaVale McGee with the rebound, and he puts it back over Duncan Robinson with a little payback there. And now a minute later, Cavs turn the ball over, and Tyler Hero finds himself all the way down the court and slams it home to put the Heat up 9. And just under a minute left, Jimmy Butler steals the ball from Larry Nance Jr., and he'll go and dunk this one himself to put the Heat up 60-46. Third quarter, though, the Cavs trying to get back in the game. Colin Sexton will try to do that with a 3 there and gets the shooter's touch to have it fall in. And now fourth quarter, Heat up 15. Jimmy Butler trying to get 2 more, and he will do that. Heat go on to win 113-98.